And so like, this is what I said when I was on Rogan and I was commenting on Jordan Peterson, is like, we need to be careful that the law, the doing good things, is the mirror. Don't try to clean yourself with the mirror. The mirror shows you how dirty you are, right?
Yeah, I would believe a lot of these people aren't trying to clean themselves with it. I think that they're doing it because they just feel like that's the right way to be.
Right, and I would encourage them in that, because ultimately I would.
But don't you
want
think God
people-
recognizes it? Like, don't you think God is smart enough to be like, hey, this person just found a way around the system. He just said, yo, I believe in that guy, and then he's just out here continuing to kill people. And this other person is like, I don't know if I believe him, but I am that.
Isn't it also weird that he died for all of your sins except one? Every sin except one.
What's
the
the one?
one?
Don't believe in him. Like, you don't believe in him, so you're going to hell. Everything else, you're good. But you don't believe him. That's the one sin.
Also,
I
his
can't
own
get
followers didn't believe in him until he came back. And now we got to believe with him, and we didn't even get to see him come back.
Yeah.
So I can't, like, I can't believe if his own followers, the people who saw him do all the cool stuff, the second he dies, they're like, yeah, he was bullshitting. And then he comes back and they're like, okay, we're on board. Yet we have to have this undying faith that even his own closest followers couldn't have, and he has a higher expectation for us than them.
It's a good point.
Because if he did come back, I guarantee we'd be like, hey, I'm choosing up.
Yeah, I'm back.
I'm doing what all your homies did too. But why do you have a higher expectation for us and we never even met you?
So the answer to that is that it's not like, faith isn't simply about believing the right things, right? Because even in Matthew's gospel at the end, Jesus has been with them, right? Luke tells us 40 days. And at the end, he commissions them, go make disciples of all nations. And it says that they worshiped him, but some still doubted. So you've been with the resurrected Jesus. What are they doubting about? And that's where I think that ultimately, I think Christianity is true because I ultimately believe that the publicly available evidence communicates that it's true. But salvation is not merely an intellectual endeavor, in that I can't just think of all the right things and that gets me to where I need to be. There's something that's different.
You're making my argument.
Yeah.
It's not about thinking it. It's about doing it. And I
But
think
it's not about doing it either.
Okay.
It's about you being changed by the Spirit to not just feel, think, or do the right things, but to actually be. So when Jesus says to Nicodemus,
So what defines change by the Spirit?
Yeah.
So here's the thing: when Nicodemus, who's John 3:16,
We're about to get there. We're about
God
to
so
get
loved the
there,
world
bro.
that he gave his only son, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The whole John 3:16, the most famous verse. Then Jesus says that you need to be born again. There's a play on words there in the Greek, which means both born again and born from above.
Yeah.
It's the same term in the Greek.
Yeah.
And Nicodemus takes it as, I need to be born again. He's like, well, I can't.
How can I do that?